Hello, welcome. In this video, you are going to have a practice session of direct to indirect speech or report the conversation. If you have not learnt it properly, if you are not confident of it, I have given a link in this description box. Just go to that, learn properly and then come, because this is testing, you can say, checking yourself how far you have learnt. Therefore, it's better you go watch that video, learn properly and come back. And those who have already learnt, for them, here is a chance for checking your own efficiency. First slide is an example. When it comes, you have to pause it, write down and work out. When you have done everything, that is reporting the speech, then afterwards you have to check out with the answer. Answer is already given there. Two types of answers are there in that. The first one is normal for any average student. For above average students, it is given in blue color. Those who want to get 90 plus, please follow that. Okay, that also is given to you. Like this, many examples are given. There itself you will get the correction. So it is so very nice, because my policy is that mere teaching is not enough. If I have taught you well, that is very good, but I should make sure that you get ample of practice and then you become perfect in that. Whatever you learn a little, please be perfect with that. That should be the motto. Okay, for that only I have given this. And in the same channel, in my channel, there are 3 small videos on reported speech. So you can go through, write my name Vijayendra Kshatriya in YouTube search and then go to playlists. There you get examination preparation or second year PUC lessons in grammar. So there, when you select there, you will get all my videos. Definitely you will like that. There is no doubt about it. Okay. Now be ready. A notebook, pen or pencil, be ready. Here you pause the video and write down this example and convert it into indirect speech or report the conversation. After that, go to the next slide. Now let us apply all the 6 steps. First step, complete the incomplete sentence, whether to add or cut something. In the first line, there is nothing to add. In the second, very well and Senora, both should be cut. And rewrite as, I will not remain more than 10 minutes. All other sentences are complete in themselves. There is no need. So now, write down number 1 to indicate that the first step is completed. Now the second step, bringing in that, to or if. The first sentence begins with a verb, that is verb in negative form, do not remain. Therefore, not to will come. The next sentence starts with a subject I. Therefore, you have to bring in that. The third sentence starts with wait, that is a verb, so you have to bring in to. Next sentence is a question beginning with WH pronoun what, therefore no need to bring any word. And the next one, again there is a verb, so you have to bring in to. Now write to as second step is finished. Now the third step is to change questions into statements. So there is a question, what does the Senora wish? Here the auxiliary verb does will not jump. So you have to only cross it, think that it is not there. Now write down 3 as third step is finished. Now the fourth step, changing the tense, present tense to past tense to past perfect tense. In the second sentence, will change it into would. In the fourth one, wish will change into wished. Now as the fourth step is finished, write down 4. Now the fifth step, where you change the pronouns related to I we and you. In the first sentence there is nothing. In the second, I will change into she. In the last sentence, me will change it into her. Now write down 5 as you have finished the 5th step. And for 6th step, as there are no words related to time or place, so we can omit this. But we have to write 6 as we have finished it. Then only it will complete. These on you can do it in the answer sheet itself. Afterwards you have to cut it, cross it, and then write down all the lines in indirect speech. That is your final. Now you check up whether you have done everything correctly or not. Now pause the video and look at all these lines. Now in the next slide you will see the final answer, the best one. You will see some changes that will make this a perfect one. Pause the video and read it. Now write down this example and work out. Only after the completion of the work, go to the next slide. Now let's apply the first step. First sentence, there is no need. Second, route them out, have they gone? This also is complete in itself. No, this we have to remove. Now you have to rewrite the sentence. So see, there it is, have they gone? No means they have not gone. You have to write that. Now in the next sentence, you have to begin the sentence with a subject and a verb. Therefore, it is they are sitting just as if. In the next sentence, before no, you have to add there is, subject and verb. Now the first step is over. So write 1. Now the second step, bringing in that, to, or if. The first sentence starts with there, that is it is a subject. Therefore bring in that. In the second sentence, it begins with a verb. Therefore bring in to. Now the next sentence is a question beginning with have. Therefore you have to bring in if. The next 2 sentences begin with a subject. Therefore in both the places put that. The last sentence begins with a verb come. So put to before it. So as we have completed this second step, write down to. Now the third step, very important one, and most of the students forget this. Again give concentration on this. Now in the second line, there is a question beginning with auxiliary verb. Now you have to change this into its statement. So the word have will come after they. So your new sentence should be they have gone. Now as we have completed the step 3, let us write down 3. Now let's go on to step 4. Changing the sentence from present tense to past tense to past perfect. In the first sentence, are will become were. In the third sentence, have will become had. Again in the next sentence, have will become had. In the next sentence, are will become were. Again in the next sentence, are will become were. In the next sentence, there is will become there was. So now we have completed the step 4. In the 5th step, we have to change the pronouns related to I, we and you. Now after checking all the sentences, we have come to know that there are no words like that. So 5th step is completed. Write down 5. In the 6th step, we have to change the words related to time and place. So there are no words related to time or place. This, that, these, those, nothing is there. So it is completely finished. That is write down 6. Now by watching all the changes you have made, write down the sentences into indirect speech. You find that in the next slide. Now pause the video and write down or study it carefully. In the second sentence, instead of using if, you can also use the word whether, but be careful about the spelling. And this is a higher level writing. This is the best one. If you wish to get more than 90, then follow this one. Now let us consider one more example. The first step, completing the sentences. Changes required only in fourth and fifth sentence. In the fourth sentence, we have to add subject and verb. It is, and is we have to remove. In the last sentence, yes and evidently both should be cut, and we have to rewrite it as I say it. So write down 1. The second step is to bring in that, to, or if. The first sentence begins with the subject. Second sentence is a question beginning with the auxiliary, so it is if. The next 3 sentences begin with a subject, therefore that will come in all. Now you have completed the second step, write down 2. The third step is to change the question into the statement. Was that you will become that was you with a full stop. Now no more questions, write down 3. The fourth step is to change the tense of the verb. I thought will become I had thought. In the same sentence, were will change it into had been. In the next sentence, was is kept as it is. In the fourth sentence, is will become was. In the last sentence, see will become saw. Now as you have completed fourth step, write down 4. Fifth step, changing I, we and you. In the first sentence, you will become he. Second sentence, you will become she. Third sentence, yours will become his. Fourth sentence, yours will become her. This completes the step 5. In the last step, we change the words related to time and place. So in this case, last 2 sentences, we find it. These its will become that. After completing all the steps, now you start writing the sentences in indirect speech. Now here, pause the video and write down all the things and tally with your answer. If there are any mistakes, now correct them and learn and become perfect. Here there are again some changes made. If you want, you can go through this, otherwise you can skip this. From here onwards, you will take up the examples and you will do it and you will check up with the answer. So there won't be any explanation. Now pause the video and write down. Here is the indirect speech. Pause the video and check up. This is another version of the same thing. You can watch, otherwise you can skip. This is another example. Do it and then check up the answer. I hope by this time the errors must have come down. Mistakes are less, or sometimes there won't be any mistake. The same example is rewritten. Please write in the comment box that you have reached the end.